I'm Terry Pittman. My channel is called For the Stitcher Soul. This is my very first video and I'm so excited about this. I've been watching all of your videos out there for quite a while, and I enjoy every single one of them. I feel like I know you all already. I was looking for stitching friends, and so I found out about you through a new friend that I found last fall, Joan Gervais. Hi, Joan. And I became addicted to the stuff, and then I proceeded to share that information with a friend of mine, Helen Fiore. Hi, Helen. And we're just obsessed now with all the videos and stuff. And Helen said to me one day, "You should do a video." And I'm going, yeah, I don't think so. But here I am. I thought about it a while and I decided that this is a good idea. So, as I said, this is my first video, so please bear with me. I'm learning the ropes. I actually did some research on how to do a floss tube video, and I fell on Danielle Stitcherista. Hi, Danielle. I saw her video on how to make a floss tube video, and it was phenomenal. It was great. It helped me a lot, so I'm working on it. So first thing, a little bit about me. I'm 56 years old, and I'm soon to be 57. Oh, God help us. In July. I'm married. I have been married for 35 years to my husband Larry, who is retired military. He was in the Army. And I'm originally from Massachusetts. We were transferred to Fort Carson, Colorado in the mid-90s, and when he retired from the military, we moved back to the Northeast because that's where our family's from. So that's how I ended up here in upstate New York, because it's dead center between his folks and my folks. So that's what I'm doing here in New York. I live in Glenmont, a little town like 5-10 minutes outside of Albany, New York, and I have two beautiful children. My oldest, Libby, lives in Massachusetts. She's a special ed teacher, soon to be a 5th grade teacher. And my youngest, my son, PJ, he lives local, and he gave me a beautiful grandson who is the apple of my eye, Maddox. He's 2.5, and I see him once a week. We babysit for our little pumpkin, and he's just father. That's all I can say. He's his father. It's like having my son all over again. So he's just too special. I do work. I work 30 hours a week. I'm a nurse practitioner, and let me tell you, the work thing just really gets in the way of stitching. You know, I see all these beautiful pieces that people are stitching out there, and I keep stitching, but I don't seem to make a lot of progress because I don't have a lot of time. So hopefully I can correct that. I want to spend more time stitching, less time working. So I've been stitching about 13 years. My mom taught me when I was a kid. I was about 13 or so. And she taught me how to sew, knit, crochet, you know, the whole gamut of the basics. But my favorite, my absolute favorite, is my handwork. And I've been on again, off again for many years because life gets in the way, raising kids, working, career, that kind of stuff. But I'm back to my stitching. And I'm looking to transition into a new career, hopefully at some time. So keep your eyes open for that. I'm going to make this very short. It's not going to be a real long video because I'm new and I just kind of want to get a feel for how things are going with this. I'm looking to start with maybe a once a month update video, and if things progress, maybe more often. So we'll see how this works. So the next thing on the list is whips. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you, my whips, is the one that I'm working on. Now I got everything piled everywhere here. I'm on my dining room table, and it looks like a bomb went off here, so I'm just going to pick through my piles. So the first one I want to show you that I'm working on is this one. Quaker Diamonds. I love Rosewood Manor, and I love the Quaker series. They are just phenomenal. They're beautiful. I love this one. I got this from 123 Stitch. I'll put the link in the comment section. But I bought this with a specific purpose. One of the things that I like to do is I'm making a piece for each of my brothers and sisters. My mother has several. Hi, Mom! I've done over the decades for her different pieces that she has framed, and pillows and all kinds of stuff. I've been sewing for her since I first learned how to sew. So anyhow, I decided that I would do a piece for each of my brothers and sisters. I have 2 brothers and a sister. And so that they would have a piece that was hand done by me that they can do whatever they want with. Last year I did a piece for my brother who has a second home down in Florida. And I did a seascape with a lighthouse. And of course, I get, along with all my other pieces of work, I always give them away, so I have very few to show because I gave them all away. I do have a couple pieces, but I framed it and gave it to him for Christmas last year, and it came out beautiful. It's a lovely piece. This piece, the Quaker Diamonds, is for my sister, and she's not on Floss too, so I don't have to worry about her finding out about it. But this is how far I've gotten. Sorry, it's a big piece, so I got the first 3 charts, 1, 2, and 3 here, and I've started on 4, which is right down here. And so I'm trying to, I can see through it. Now this is done with the called for Valdani threads, and this is hand dyed even weave, and this is the first time I ever worked on even weave, and I wish I had gotten on the even weave bandwagon long before now, because I love stitching on even weave. I didn't think I'd like it. I was strictly an Ada girl, but guess what? My new love is even weave. So I hand dyed this. And I will keep you posted on how this has come along. Another one of my whips is I make my own pouches, project pouches with matching accessories. But my second whip is this one right here. I'm working on the Sheep Virtues. This is on Hearthstone Ada 14, I think. I think it's 14. I got it from Cindy Sorley last year, maybe last June, and it was a stitch along, and I was working with it, and then I kind of had to put it aside because I was working on my brother's Christmas present, and that had a timeline, and working full time and trying to get that stitched up, kind of got this put to the wayside. But I've got this whip. I'm going to try and do some more work on this. Next whip is in this little bag. If you're interested, I'll share a little bit more about that afterwards. But here, the from the Sweetheart Tree. I got this down at Deer Hill Farm Shop down in Hyde Park. It's the closest needlework shop to me. It's about hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes south. And it came as a kit. And it's called the American Star Biz Cornu. And here's the progress on that. And I'm an equal opportunity stitcher. I like cross stitch. I do crewel. I'm even doing some canvas work. I picked up this kit I ordered this from Sue Hawkins, who's in the UK. It's the Dog Rose Scissor Pouch. It's canvas work. And this is one of my take-alongs that if I'm going someplace and I want to carry something with me, I have this. And this came as a kit, so it's 18 canvas. It was all included, including the needle. So that's another one of my works in progress. Let me see. I've got all my notes here, so I'm checking as I go along. All right, that's what I have for whips for you this week. Finishes. Okay. I don't need to tell you who these are. These are the Lizzie Kate little Christmas ornaments. I've done 2 of those. I haven't quite figured out what I want to put them on yet. I do have one sled, because these were put on a sled. This is supposed to be on paper, but I didn't have any paper. So I had some, looks like 14 count. And I did it on that, so I'll probably finish those up for the tree this year. And this is a piece, this is actually for a Charles Craft kit. It's a the stockings. Do you remember the stockings where you could stitch on the cuff of the stocking? Well, I took it apart and because I'm sorry, there's not enough space there for you to do a lot of stitching on that. It's very tight. So I took it apart because I can sew, and I stitched it up and I'll put it back together. So that's on my to-do list. Okay, next is from this book I've had since 2002. It's a Leisure Arts, the Big Book of Christmas Quickies. And there's tons, 250 projects in this thing. So I actually love the little mice. So I did this one, and I used beads on it. I gotta finish that up. And then I did this one, who I think is just too cute. So I've got to make Christmas ornaments out of those. Alrighty. That's those. My scissor fobs. Oh, you'll love these. These are really old. These are, I dug them out. These are like one of the first things that I ever cross-stitched on little fabric. This thing I near went blind doing. And it's filled with lavender. It's just a quilt square, and then on the back is my initial. And then I did this one with a little pumpkin on it, and my initial on the back of that one. I use these for this one. I made the string too short, so this one's just my humility piece. This one I use on scissor fobs, and I also use it as a pin cushion. I actually fill my scissor fobs with lavender because I love the smell of lavender, and roses are my favorite scents. So I fill this with lavender, so every time I put a needle in, it gives off the aroma of lavender, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, next piece that I did was this. This is actually, I'm putting this together. This is a demo piece for a beginner class that I want to start around here in the Capital District of New York. It's my initial with a rose, and it's a little pillow, and it's I put some a little pillow back to it. It's a little pin cushion, and I put some lavender in that as well. And you'll see also on there my handmade little counting pins. I made up a few of those. And to go with that, because it's a beginner, sorry, gotta get this right. There, a scissor fob to go with my little pin cushion. Really simple. And this class will teach you the basics for cross stitch, but it'll also give you basics on how to do a scissor fob, how to make some cording, and putting that together. So that should be a fun class. I'm working on that one. And those were made, those were made on, I did those on, I figured 16 count Aida is pretty easy to see for a beginner. So those were done. And then I picked the colors. Those are my favorite colors, the peaches. Actually, any color rose, because roses are my favorite. And I get roses every birthday, anniversary, and Valentine's Day for the last 35 years. And my other favorite flower is lilac. I love lilac. And then, of course, lavender is an herb, so that's one of my other favorites. But so there's that. Alright, that's it for finishes. Oh, no, it's not. I want to show you some of my pouches, because I'm going to start a Facebook page selling project bags and accessories. This is the one that I did. And I can make them in any size and shape, and I'll list them out, what size they are, when I list them on the page. It has a matching Q-snap cover, and then some of them have accessory bags as well. I have this Americana one that I made for myself. I love this. It's just beautiful. And of course, you know, being an ex-military wife and a daughter of the American Revolution, I have to support my patriots here. So I have my little pouch, I have my Q-snap cover, and I have my little accessory pouch. I make my pouches with box bottoms because they hold more. You can fit more in them with a box bottom. And then I have a bunch of grime guards. Who doesn't love grime guards when you're using Q-snaps? I have a bunch of Halloween and winter ones, but I'll be making up a few more, so I'll be posting them on a Facebook page. And I'll keep you posted on when that's coming up. Haul. Okay, we're up to haul. So, I was really looking for Stitchy Friends, and I could never find any. And I happened to be at Joann's one day when I met my friend Joan. And we were chatting there, picking out our DMC floss at the Joann's sale. And we just started talking and kind of hit it off. And so we exchanged emails, and we started stitching together. And then, of course, I got my friend Helen hooked on floss too. So, you know, got her together. So then I said, you know what? I think we need a stitching group, because we could never find anyone to stitch with. So Helen and Joan came over to my house and we sit at my kitchen table. And then I started a Facebook group called Capital District Stitchers to see if we could find anybody here in the Capital District who wanted to be friends and stitch with us. So we found a few more. So now we have 6 of us that sit at my dining room table every couple of weeks and we sip and stitch. So when Helen came to my house for the first time, she brought me these lovely, gifted me these lovely flosses from Victorian Motto Sampler. This is Best Prim Purple. Very luscious, very nice. And then the other color she gave me was Sampler Green. And they are just beautiful. I love them. Thank you, Helen. And then we had a new member come to the group. And her name is Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Thought you were going to get away with not getting mentioned? Not here. She brought me some lavender and lace charts that she had that she wasn't going to stitch anymore. And of course, I love lavender and lace. I'm trying to find the Americana Angel, and there's several other charts that I want to get so that I can get them kitted up. But this one is the Angel of Autumn, and this one she gave the Blue Moon Angel, and this one is the Angel of Spring, and this one is the Enchanted Alphabet. That'd be beautiful for a new baby gift, I think. So I've got to get these kitted up. Thank you, Lynn. I love my gifts. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and my next gift for Mother's Day. I don't want you to think my daughter watches my Facebook page, but she does. And I had mentioned that I wanted this, the Stitchy Box Sampler, the Ackworth School Motif Pattern Book. Here, this is kind of shiny. Let me move that to the back. There, now you can get a good look. I just love this. This was the best Mother's Day present ever. It's got all the motifs charted out. It gives you the stitch size and what it is, and I just love it. Can't wait to chart out a couple of projects with this. Just can't wait. Love it. Then I got a chance to go to Deer Hill Farm. I had heard about her, but hadn't been down there because, you know, working and, you know, funds being as they are, don't get to go to too many stitchy stores. Well, took a ride with Helen and Lynn, myself and Joan. We all went down to see Pat down at Deer Hill Farm. And let me tell you, that woman is a love. If you get a chance to go to her store, please do so. She's a lovely, lovely woman. We got down there around 4:15. The woman stayed open past closing hours for us, so because we were just poking her and oohing and on, and oh, it was just fabulous. So I got a few things down there. That's where I got the Americana Biz Cornu. I got that kit down there. And then I got this, Just Nan. And came with the frame to do it. Excited about this. And then I picked up this lovely piece. Can't wait to work on this. It's from the Victoria Sampler Winter Box, Stitcher's Box, Scissor Fob, and Pin Cushion. And I want to get the rest of the seasons There's spring, summer, and fall. I want to get those too and do those. I thought that was just too beautiful. Can't wait to work on this one. This one is it calls for silks. I don't really like working on silks, so I may switch this out to Dempsey's because I've worked with silks, hand stitching, because I do crewel, and I'm a Revolutionary War reenactor, and I would do pieces, reproduction for stomachers and whatnot. I'll show you that in another video. But I didn't like working with silks because if you got the least little hangnail or whatever and you accidentally pull on the thread, it just pulls it and it doesn't look very nice. So I don't know that I'll do this in silks, but I think I'll do these in DMC. And then I picked up some Jobelan. I buy all my fabrics, unless there's something really special that I want. I buy all my stitching fabric white, because then I can dye it to the color that I want, because I don't mind dyeing my fabric. And this is a half yard. I got a half yard of 32 count Jobelan. Nice fabric. And as a surprise, we were going out to visit my mother-in-law who lives out in Fayetteville, New York. And I got the opportunity to go out to stop by the Stitcher's Garden in Fayetteville. Oh, beautiful shop, absolutely wonderful. The woman who was in the shop, I'm sorry, I can't recall her name, but I will put the link down in the comment section. It's a lovely, lovely shop. She has beautiful stuff. I could have stayed there for hours. I don't know about you, but I love needlework shops. I like to be surrounded by the fabrics and the color floss and the different works. It soothes my soul, which is where the name for my channel came from. It's for the Stitcher's Soul, because handwork soothes my soul. And while I was there, I picked up this. I think this is going to be gorgeous. Can't wait to work on this one. The Joys of Christmas. I actually saw the samples done up. It's just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And I picked up some 32 count Jobelan there, but I also picked up some 36 count Edinburgh linen. So, yeah, a Stitcher's Garden, Fayetteville, New York. And let's see. Julie, Gulf Coast Stitchers. Guess what? I'm on the Prairie Schooler bandwagon now, folks. Love it. Can't wait to stitch these guys up. I love them. This one is the Prairie Fairy. I love fairies. I have a fairy garden. And a friend of mine a long time ago found me a sign that says, "Don't piss off the fairies because they don't like it." But here's the Prairie Schooler. I love her. But I love her even more because she's got her needle and her embroidery hoop. I just love it. Can't wait to do her. Can't wait to do her. This is the 1995 Prairie Fairy. And I picked up from Julie some Lizzie Kates. Gotta have my Lizzie Kates. They are so cute. Love them. Can't wait to work on a couple of these. And I got this one too. Sorry about the glare. I'm sitting at my dining room table, in case I didn't tell you. Sitting at my dining room table. The wall behind me, I painted when we first moved into this house almost 18 years ago. And in the corner, I painted an apple tree, and there's birds. I have some more pieces that I didn't get to. And they'll just sit there. And guess what? My first Mirabilia. and I've ordered Lady of the Flag from Pat, because, you know, me and my patriotism, you know, my ancestors fought at the Battle of Bunker Hill. So, you know, it's kind of in the blood. What can I say? So I can't wait to do this. Queen of Freedom and Lady of the Flag, perfect. So that's what I have. I got the memorabilia, by the way, from, I bought that from Tammy Bundy. Hi, Tammy. So, I've got something else I want to share with you. We're having a retreat here in the Capital District. I'm so excited, I can't stand it. I've seen all these retreats, heard about all these retreats, and in a past life, I used to organize educational seminars for wound care, part of my, you know, my nursey thing. And I was sitting and I was hearing about all these wonderful retreats, and I was seeing where they were located, and I was thinking, you know, there's no reason why we can't have one here in upstate New York. So, guess what? I pulled one together. October 26th through the 28th, here in the Albany area. I will put the link to the page on Eventbrite if you want to go. It's the October 26, 27, and 28. It's a 3-day seminar here in, it's actually going to be located in Latham, which is just a little north of Albany, which is the Capital District. It's an old inn, parts of it dating back to the Revolutionary War, big surprise. And it's $200, and that includes the room fee and your meals for your lunch and dinner for Friday, Saturday, and lunch on Sunday. They have rooms available, so you need to call and book your room. And if they should fill up, 2 doors down is a Comfort Inn. So we got plenty of space. It's set up for 30 people at this point. And I would love to see some of the Floss tubers come. I would love to meet you guys in person. I'd love to grow our circle here. I just want to have a great event. Fall in the Northeast is the most beautiful place on earth with the changing of the colors. When I lived out in Colorado, everything turned gold. You know, there was no, it was just gold and green. And the one thing I missed about the Northeast was the change of color in the fall and the crisp smell in the air, and the vibrant pinks and reds and gold and all the different colors coming together. It's just so beautiful. It's a beautiful area, and I thought, what better a place to have a retreat. And my goal is to do this on once or twice a year. I'm actually looking to do one in March, and I'm looking to maybe have a teacher come for that one. I'll keep you posted on that, because I'm having some discussions with a couple of different teachers. So I thought that would be a lot of fun. Though this one is just a sit and stitch, which is also fun. So if you have questions about it, feel free to email me at boofixer@gmail.com, or you can put questions in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer any questions to the best of my ability. Before I sign off, I want to do some shout outs. Thank you, Danielle. Your videos are wonderful. Danielle Stitcherista, you're phenomenal. You're just a Wonder Woman, girl. And 2 new people, Tamara Bowen, this Nana Stitches. I watched her last night. She was so good. It was great. And the other one was Carol, Saltbox Stitches. She's another newbie along with me. So, I think we're going to have a great time doing this, and make sure you get on there and check them out because they're very good, very good. Then of course there's Pam and Steph, which I envy them because they have StitchCon this week. I wanted to go when I found out about it because it's not that far from me, you know. Ohio's not that far, but they were all full up, and from what I hear, they're all full up for next year. So, don't know when I'm going to get there, but hopefully someday. I'd love to see them come to our retreat. And then, of course, there's Michelle Bendy Stitchy. She's a phenomenal gal with her giveaways and all her videos. There's so many of you, I'd be spending all day shouting out to people. So, this is Terry for the Stitcher Soul, and look forward to seeing you with my next video. And as I said, if you have any questions, feel free to post them down in the comment section, or you can email me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. Thanks, Floss 2. See you later. All comments, questions, criticisms are welcome. Have a good week. Bye.